Here, and welcome to this video about playing melodic blues lines. If you want to play a blues solo, you might just use one particular scale all over the blues. That would be the basic thing to do. You use, for instance, the minor pentatonic scale. You basically use that scale all over the blues. That is a really basic thing, and it works great. And you could also choose to play a major pentatonic scale. That would work great too. You have to practice it a little bit to find the right notes, but you can actually use that one scale also through all three chords in the blues. But if you want this fluent and melodic style that you, for instance, will hear when you hear Robben Ford or Matt Schofield, Josh Smith, Larry Carlton, these players I really like because I can hear these melodic lines. They kind of change with the chords, so they play over the chords, and it adds a melodic dimension to the blues music that I love. You don't have to learn that, but it sounds sophisticated and nice, and the way that you really learn how to play these melodic lines is through that you learn to play the proper scales over the specific chords. So for instance, if you have the A in a blues, an A, you have the one chord is the A, the 4 chord is the D, and the 5 chord is the E. So these are the three chords of a blues in A. So if you want to start this melodic concept, you could start playing an A major pentatonic scale over the one chord, the A chord. When you go to the 4 chord, you can play a D major pentatonic scale. And when you go to the E, you play an E major pentatonic scale. So you could, of course, the most basic way to play, to change, would be just to move. For instance, if you have the A here, starting on the A, you could go up and play the same thing up in the 10th fret. But in a playing situation, it would not sound particularly good if you have to jump like that. So instead of doing that, you hear the D. I play the same thing down here. The same thing about the E major pentatonic scale. You obviously could move it up to the E and play it here in the 12th fret. Instead of that, I still play it down in this area. So that would be really, it could open up your ability to play melodic lines, just to practice such scales down in one area of the fretboard, like here. It will really open up your melodic ability to learn these scales. So it should not be anything that you think about when you play, but it's just when you practice it. If you want to have this ability to play melodic lines, it would be a really good idea to study these scales and learn how to play them, so that you could play them in the if somebody wakes you up in the middle of the night, you say, okay, and you sit down and you play these scales. They are really important to learn if you want to have a melodic style. Okay, now I will zoom in and I will show you these scales close on. Okay, let's take a close look at these scales. At first we take over the one chord, we play an A major pentatonic scale that you're probably familiar with. And it starts in the 5th fret, the 2nd finger, the 4th finger in the 7th fret, 4th fret, 7th fret, 4th fret, 7th fret. Starting again here in the 7th fret, the 4th fret, 6th fret, 5th fret, the 7th fret, and the octave up in the 12th fret. Okay, to this scale you can add the same way as with the minor pentatonic scale, where you can add this passing tone. You can do exactly the same here in the major pentatonic scale. So with the passing tone, it will sound like this. Okay, the way you do that, you start the same way. 5th fret, 2nd finger, 4th finger, and a slide up to the 8th fret, and down the 4th fret, 7th fret, 4th fret, and 7th fret. And starting again here on the 7th fret, the 4th fret, 4th fret, 5th, the 6th fret, the 5th fret, 7th fret, and you rest up on the octave. Okay, and now we have to move to the D chord, the 4 chord, and of course you can take it up here on the 10th fret, play exactly the same thing as you did down in the 5th fret. And with a passing tone. But you don't want to jump like that when you improvise, so you have to learn to play the D down in this area where we play now. So playing the D down in this area would sound like this. Okay, I start with my 2nd finger, the 5th fret, the 7th fret, the 4th fret, the 7th fret, the 4th fret, the 7th fret. here in the 7th fret, the 5th fret, first finger, and the 7th fret, the 5th fret, the 7th fret, and I go up to the D here, the octave. Okay, let's take that again. 5th fret, 7th fret, 4th fret, 7th fret, 4th fret, 7th fret, and we go on here from the 7th fret, the 5th fret, the 7th fret, the 5th fret, the 7th fret, and the 10th fret, the octave up here. Okay, now we add this passing tone and it will sound like this. Okay, let us take that one. It starts again with a 2nd finger on the 5th string, the 5th fret. 5th fret, 7th fret, slide up to the 8th fret, back to the 4th fret, 7th fret, 4th fret, 7th fret. Now we start again here on the 7th fret, the 5th fret, the 6th fret, the 7th fret, the 5th fret, the 7th fret, ending up here on the octave and the 10th fret. Sounds like this. And that works well over the D chord. Now we just miss the last one, which would be the E major pentatonic scale. We can play it in this form up here, and with a passing tone. But again, we cannot jump like that, so we have to learn to play that as well down in this area of guitar. So I choose a new form of playing it, and starting with the 4th finger, the 7th fret, the 5th string. Okay, the way I play. Oh, okay. Of course, I had to play it without the passing tone at first, so it would sound like this. Okay, that is played without the passing tone, and that would be I start on the 7th fret, the 4th fret, the 6th fret, the 4th fret, the 6th fret, and I come up and rest on the octave here on the 5th fret. Okay, and I start again here on the 5th fret, the 7th fret, the 9th fret, the 7th fret, the 9th fret, and I come up and rest here and the octave, 12th fret. Okay, and we should play that one with a passing tone as well. Okay, the way you play that is that you start here in the 7th fret, move to the 4th fret, the 5th fret, the 6th fret, and you go down to the 4th fret, the 6th fret again, and you move up here and rest on the octave, the 5th fret, 2nd string. of course you continue here, from here, the 5th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret, slide up to the 9th fret, and the 7th fret, the 9th fret, and you rest up in the 12th fret.